Oh, hey everybody! It's Kevin Strange here at Strangeville HQ, and it is convention week up in this piece, and I am super excited um, to head up to Chicago to the Days of the Dead horror convention this weekend with such prestigious celebrity guests as Tony Todd from the Candyman film. Multiple films. Did they ever make a Candyman sequel? I don't think they. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me, gang. Tell me, did they ever make a Candyman sequel with Tony Todd? Danielle Harris from a couple of the Halloween films is going to be there doing a in costume photo op, dressed as the little clown thing she was when she was a little kid in Halloween fucking 5. Was it 5? You tell me again. I don't know. But Strangeville Comics is going to be there also. And this is my first big convention in years. And I'm super excited to have all this fucking crazy swag available at the show. And I just wanted to do a little video preview of all the things you can expect from the Strangeville booth, not only at Days of the Dead in Chicago this weekend, April 9th through the 11th, 2021, but all year long as we hit conventions all over the country. So, of course, we have the main attraction, if you will, the brand new, currently funding on Indiegogo, Cockhammer Lives graphic novel. That's there's only going to be a couple of copies of this actually available at the show. I just did my inventory count, and I'm actually only going to be able to bring a few copies to Chicago with me, and it looks like I'm going to sell out of this first printing right now. This weekend will probably be the end of my first run of Cockhammer Lives, the graphic novel, which is great fucking news. I love having to do reorder. I love underestimating my audience and how many copies of things we're going to buy initially. So it's fantastic to see the graphic novel sell out so quickly in the crowdfunding phase. And I'll do, as soon as I get back from Chicago, I'll do a reorder. Those will be here in plenty of time to fulfill future campaign contributions, backers. Don't worry about that. That'll all be handled in a timely fashion. That's going to be there in very limited quantities. Old Josh Shitsuo Montoya all up in this motherfucking piece. Nixon himself says, tell Danielle Harris that Nixon loves her. I'll do just that. I'll walk right over to her and be like, yo, bitch. Nixon says he loves that fucking big ass you got on you there. You've seen her in person before. Haven't you? You've been to a show with Danielle Harris. She's a very short in stature. She's a very small woman. Very beautiful, very attractive woman. So got that Cockhammer Lives graphic novel. We got our this shit that's turning out to just be my favorite stuff to make these days is these black and white mini comics. We got Neon Guts here. I've also got somewhere around here, I've also got Rocco and Sarsarilla's Sickness Time story. But when I went and grabbed a whole stack of them, it ended up just being a whole stack of Neon Guts. So I don't have that one to show off. But I've got unlimited copies of these black and white comics, and I'm having so much fun drawing these. And I'm actually going to do a promotion at the show this weekend. If you come to Days of the Dead in Chicago and you sign up for the Strangeville email newsletter, I've got this nice handy sheet here. As you can see, I'm going to be walking around with a fucking clipboard and a pen, gang, old school fucking style, and I'm going to be collecting signatures, collecting email addresses rather, to add to the Strangeville newsletter. This is one of the big pushes this year is going to be to add to the newsletter. I want to double, triple, quadruple the number of newsletter subscribers we have, and then I'm going to start using it. And I already do use the newsletter in a big way. Everybody gets an email from us at the newsletter, once a month or so. Every once in a while, I'll slack off, and it'll be a couple of months. But the newsletter is where you first hear about brand new stuff, all the goings on at Strangeville, whether it's new crowdfunding campaigns, new merchandise. It was the newsletter that actually got you the free Rocco and Sarsaparilla Sickmas Time story comic book for free on Christmas, the free downloadable PDF. It actually went out through the newsletter. So that's where we're going to be doing a lot of big promotional push this year is going to be through the email newsletter. So I'm actually going to be giving away free copies of the mini comics to anybody who signs up to the newsletter at conventions. That's going to be a big one, a big push this year. I'm excited about that. We've also still got several issues of the original run of Dead Shit, the Talisman of Transmutation, the floppy comics. Not the collected edition just came out. These are the floppy comics. Josh Shitsuo Montoya says, "Yeah, I have seen her at a show before. I was too intimidated to speak to her." Yeah, that's she's a looker. She's a good-looking gal. We got that first issue of Dead Shit, the Talisman of Transmutation, and the second issue. I think I'm sold out of the third issue, but I do have several copies remaining of issues 1 and 2 of the floppy, and I'm not sure if I'll keep making these or not. I had sort of resigned myself to take the floppies out of print and just focus on the collected graphic novel version, the trade paperback, the collected edition. But honestly, I'm actually thinking about pulling Cockhammer into 4 issues and selling floppies of Cockhammer and floppies of Dead Shit and the graphic novel versions. I'm like, why the fuck not? Why not have all kinds of options available for people to buy? What is the why limit it? Why limit it? There's no reason to limit it. We have lots of copies of Strangeville Smokeweed, the card game, available, and this is going to be a tough nut to crack because I really want to. This is for the hardcore strange heads, man, because it's a game that features all the characters from all these comics and movies. You get Nixon and Hogan, you get Cockhammer, you get all these characters from the new Cockhammer Lives graphic novel. I'm really going to try to push this card game at shows. And we also have somewhere around here are the do I have the other one? I have it right here. The expansion packs that come with the card game. Those are going to be available for sale, and I've got a bunch of these, so no worries about those selling out. Those will be available, and I'm going to bring an open deck, and I want to play motherfuckers in this game. Some of you card game playing motherfuckers, I want to challenge you to free merch if you can beat me at Strangeville Smokeweed, the card game. Let's see what we got here. Josh Shitsuo says, "I wish I could show up to one of these shows that you go to. I sure wouldn't want to work, but I would love to be there." Well, we've done a bunch of shows together, brother. We've done some crazy we've had some crazy antics at these shows. Back in the day, man, when we brought the whole Hack Movies crew, all the actors, with PJ, the special effects guy would like put us in makeup. You remember that time that they put us in demon makeup? We had those giant fucking demon horns, and there was like an S&M. That was at a Horror Hound. There was like an S&M booth where they were like spanking people and swatting them with fucking whips and shit. And we were over there as demons getting swatted with whips and shit. It was fucking crazy. These shows can get crazy. Durlock says, "I just donated to Indiegogo for Cockhammer Lives. I can't wait to read it." Thank you so much, brother, for for backing the comic. You're getting us one step closer to our next stretch goal. We're only $60 away from the next mini black and white comic. I don't have copies of it here because I started like 2 days too late this month. Last month, I could could have had those printed Nixon and Hogan Hate comics, the new black and white mini comic that's unlocks at the $1,200 stretch goal. We're at $1,140 right now. We're only $60 shy of the new stretch goal for everybody to get a physical copy of that 17-page. And Josh, I can't wait for you to read. You in particular to read this new Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics comic book. I think it's funny as fuck. You should get a kick out of it. I think I went above and beyond for our favorite Hack Movies characters, our favorite Strangeville personalities, Nixon and Hogan, for that one. And I wanted to have that fucking comic done to give away at this show, but I didn't. I fucked it up. I didn't. I finished it like 2 days too fucking late. Like, it's done now. It's formatted. I can send it to the printer right fucking now, but I won't have it in time to take to the show, which is a bummer. But it's okay. I'll have it for the rest of the fucking time. I'm getting 1,000 fucking copies of it made up. I'm gonna give that motherfucker away to every human being on planet Earth is going to get a copy of Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics. What else is going to be available at the show? Don't forget. Well, let's talk about the Hack Movies DVDs in this fresh ass shrink wrapped version that they come with actual printed picture discs for the DVDs. Which when we had the Hack Movies DVDs back in the day, I would burn them myself on white fucking DVD-Rs, and then in black Sharpie marker, I would write the name of the movie on them and sold them that way at conventions, and sold thousands and thousands and thousands of those motherfuckers. Josh Hitsuo, you can attest to that. You were there watching thousands and thousands and thousands of those discs go out. Well, they're finally available with actual fucking printed fucking real discs, like a real DVD. The classic Hack Movies are back in fucking production. You can pick these up at shows. I believe they're $15 a pop to grab those. What else is available? So that's what we've got. We got comics available. We got the card game available. We've got the mini comics. We've got DVDs. What else is going to be available at the Strangeville table? We also have these fucking the strange fiction novels are also going to be available. I got all kinds of fucking copies of this and copies of that, copies of that. I got fucking got fiction coming out of my fucking ass, gang. I got fucking Obama Apocalypse, giant robot Barack Obama fighting a giant zombie made of zombies. Got McHumans, the underwater Lovecraftian fucking mindfuck. We got Computer Face, post-apocalyptic robot apocalypse. Humans fighting fucking mechanical robots that stick the human beings inside of them and torture them and use their fear and pain as fucking batteries. And Vampire Guts in Nuketown about mutant fucking wasted fucking weirdos in another post-apocalyptic setting. We got Josh Hitsuo says, I have pictures of some lady fans letting us grab their titties at those fucking shows. Yeah, that's a common occurrence. That's a common occurrence at the shows. The lovely ladies of horror conventions are very nice to us. They're very, very kind to us. Durlock says, how can I get my hands on the card game via mail? I'm in Texas, can't get to a convention to buy the game. Send me a message through email. Email me at here. I'll post it in the chat here. Email me at strangethekevin at gmail.com, and we will we'll take care of it that way. We'll talk in private. That's where you can contact me personally. strangethekevin at gmail.com. Shoot me an email and we will figure out how to get you hooked up. We'll figure out what you want. If you want just the main deck, if you want the expansions that come with it, I'll have you send me a PayPal. Once we figure out the total, I'll have you send it to me through PayPal, and I'll fucking put that shits in the fucking mail, and we'll get you the card game, brother. That's eventually going to be up on my Square store for sale once I get back from the convention, and the Cockhammer Lives Indiegogo is over with on April 20th on 420. Smoke it up, motherfucker. All this stuff is getting listed on the Square store again, and you'll just be able to buy it with one little click of a clickety clack, and that'll be that. Josh says fiction out the ass. Still some strange novels that I don't own. I didn't even bring them all over here. I've still got stuff to show off. I've still got stuff to show that's available. This table is fucking packed full of 15 years of Strangeville stories, man. It's fucking. I love it. I love that we've come this fucking far in our journey. I've even got hardcovers. I've even got fucking hardcovers of the some of the novels that are special collectors. Now I don't carry a lot of copies of these because they're kind of pricey. They're $25 to get this premiere fucking hardcover versions. Very limited collector's items right here. But I carry 3 of the strange fiction novels in hardcover. And that's Texas Chainsaw Mantis, I Died in a Bed of Roses, and Beetle Brain are all available in limited edition hardcovers for $25. And I carry very, very limited versions of those. So if those are something that you're interested in at a show, you better get on that early. You better get on that if you're a weekend shopper and you like to wait until Sunday to buy your stuff. There's a good chance these hardcovers will be all gone by the time you get there. If you're a Saturday only shopper, get to the booth early because those are likely to sell the fuck out. Josh Shitsuo says a message on the previous live stream made me remember that I still want a Kevin Strange Sucks t-shirts. It's the Kevin Strange Ain't Shit t-shirt that you remember when I got into that fight with Thaddeus Starbuckle, Wolfram from Wolfram right here. This is Demoning Wolfram. I don't have a copy of Stiff Jobs over here with me to show him off. I don't think he's on the cover of anything else here. But I got into a fight with him and over a convention of all things, how we were going to get to like the convention logistics, how we were going to travel to a show. We got into an argument over who was going to drive, who was going to pay for gas, this kind of stuff. And he ended up, we got into a big blowout fight, and he ended up taking a white t-shirt, and in black Sharpie marker, he wrote Kevin Strange Ain't Shit all over the t-shirt, the white t-shirt, and wore it around all weekend, telling everybody that I fucking sucked, which was hilarious to me. Like, it was fucking, it just cracked me up. It actually helped make sure that that we mended that fence and got everything, because that was between Stiff Jobs and Cockhammer. So he threatened to quit Cockhammer, and I threatened to fire him out of Cockhammer, but we ended up being able to resolve that issue, and he was in Cockhammer, and he's brilliant in it. He's a fantastic role, and he would have been in Smoke Christmas with us too, but he moved to California and wasn't financially able to take the time off work to come back to Illinois to film scenes in Smoke. I don't even know what I would have had him, who I would have had him be in Smoke Christmas, but I would have found, you know me, I always find a fucking spot in the movies for people. But yeah, so that's the origin of the Kevin Strange Ain't Shit shirt. I need to get that into production. I've always threatened to put it in production, and I've never actually put it into production. That is merch is a big thing that's coming. We've raised almost $1,200 for the Cockhammer Lives graphic novel. All that is getting rolled back into the company, and one of the big things I'm going to do with our profits from Cockhammer Lives the graphic novel is start up a new line of merch with custom hats with Strangeville characters on them, and also do a new t-shirt line. And that Kevin Strange Ain't Shit shirt is going to be one of the major attractions in there. Let me share screen real quick. Durlock's his donation has come through. His backing has come through, and it brought us up to $1,180 now for the Cockhammer Lives graphic novel campaign on Indiegogo, which puts us only $20 short of that Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics stretch goal. So we're definitely going to get there, and we're going to blow. I think this is going to be our best sales wise, like our highest funded crowdfunding campaign yet. Sorry, I can't get these fucking words out. It's hard to run the show, read the chat, operate the camera. It's hard to do all this at the same time. What stretch goals have been met? I'm coming in a little late. Sorry. The stretch goals we have right now. So let me scroll through that real quick. Actually, I'll show you everything that we have available because I've actually got images of it. Thomas says the campaign is doing awesome. Yeah, it's doing. This is going to end up being our best financed comic yet, and all that money is getting rolled right back into the fucking company, and we're going to make this thing bigger and bigger and bigger, the biggest it's ever been, gang. So for Durlock here, let me scroll down and show him the stretch goals that we have unlocked here. So here we go. All right, so stretch goal number 1 was unlocked at $600. Everybody gets a Rocco and Sarsaparilla Sickmas Time story, 30-page black and white mini comic. It's a full-on issue. It's a standalone, one-shot, 30-page story, all done in black and white. And it's small format. It's 5.5 by 8.5 instead of a large size comic format. So I call them mini comics. So you get your free 30-page mini comic there. At the $700 goal, we unlocked the 30-page mini black and white mini comic Neon Guts that features Gertrude and Marybeth from the Cockhammer film in their first solo debut adventure. Another one-shot comic, full story is told from beginning to end in 30 pages, in and out in 30 pages. And that was unlocked at $700. Everybody gets that both of those comics. That's 60 pages of free comics right there, in addition to your 152-page graphic novel. We've also got Cockhammer Lives, the graphic novel, the die-cut sticker here. This is a 4-inch by 2-inch die-cut sticker. Die-cut means it's the contours of the image or how it's cut out. So it's not a square or a rectangle or a circle. It's actually cut out as the shape of the picture there. So everybody gets a die-cut sticker, and then at $1,000 we hit the 11 by 17. This is the pinup poster with each pinup from each chapter. Is chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 are all represented here on this nice big, extremely colorful 11 by 17 poster. That's been unlocked for all backers. So those are the stretch goals that have already been unlocked, and now we are dangerously close to unlocking that next stretch goal at $1,200. We're only $20 shy now of that next stretch goal where everybody gets Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics, which I actually have I'm actually sitting right next to let me see if I can show you guys this. This is the pencil. I do everything. I do all my art in 11 by 17 pencils before I digitize. I scan this, and then I do all my inks and lettering, and if it's going to be in color, all my coloring, that all gets done digitally on my iPad. But I always do original art in pencil first. So that's Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics. That's the cover of it before it was digitized, and it's completely done, ready to be printed. It'll be here in time for the end of the campaign. There will be no extra wait time on that. So that's where we are as far as the stretch goals. I got to come up with a $1,500 stretch goal, because I think there's still 2 weeks left of this campaign. I think we could push forward and hit I think we could hit 1,500. I got to figure out what the hell that stretch goal is even going to be, because I'm kind of out of stuff. I can't really give away any more stuff. I've got I've got some things I could add to the giveaway, but I've given them away in previous campaigns. So for people that have backed me before, like if I give away the Cockhammer disc, that's just the disc in a white paper sleeve, I've included that in almost every campaign I've done. So you might already have copies of that. But you know what? True strange heads would take that extra copy of Cockhammer and give it to some sick fuck in their life that they think would benefit from owning Cockhammer the feature film. So maybe at 1,500, I'll start throwing in free DVDs on disc in a white paper sleeve. So that's pretty much where we're at. I had to update I pulled out my old price list from when I used to do conventions, and I realized that half the shit that I sell now isn't even on those price lists. So I had to update my price list. I usually do a nice full color one, but I don't have the time to go. First of all, I don't have a color cartridge for my printer to do it here at home, and it would be extremely expensive to do it that way. And I don't have time to go by the print shop to do a full color, nice big sign. So for now, the sign is going to be kind of janky and just black and white, but we got that Strangeville. This is the price list for the table at the con upcoming weekend. Fuck, I was going to change this from buy two and get one free to every purchase gets a free mini comic, but oh well. Smokeweed, the Strangeville Smokeweed, the card games, 25. The expansions are $5 each. Graphic novels are 25. The Hack Movies DVDs are 15. Strange fiction novels are 10. And the mini, because I also have mini books. I didn't bring any of those up here either, but I have mini chat books that are like basically long form short stories that I printed in little bitty digest format. And you could sit and read one of those in about fucking half an hour. Those are $5. And then the, like I showed you guys the mini comics, the black and white mini comics. These are $5 at the table as well. And here's a nice shot of see when people look at this sludge monster from the story, they become hypnotized. And this guy was coming on these on Gertrude and Mary Beth's panties. Unbeknownst to them, this guy that lives in their apartment complex has been collecting their panties from the laundry room and coming in them before he puts them back. He's a dastardly fella, but he sees the sludge monster from his window, and these people become like entranced and obsessed with the sludge monster. So he starts smashing his face against the wall, and then fucking drags himself out of his window through all his broken glass. You can see his blood here. His dick's all fucking mangled. His whole body's all shredded up from all that broken glass, and the sludge monster couldn't give a fuck less. He's still looking for Mary Beth. He's got it bad for that hoe, that big booty hoe. Don't we all? Don't we all? Durlock says, damn, you got a lot of good stuff for us true followers of Strangeville, man. Thank you for all you do, man. Thank you guys for being here, because I can sit in, Strangeville HQ and I can crank this stuff out all day long, morning, noon, and night. If you guys don't want it, then I'm wasting my time. Like having you guys give me it's like a reciprocal energy. You guys give me the energy to want to continue to do this. For doing this for 15 years now, through feature films and comics and novels and games. It's without the energy that you guys give back to me, I wouldn't be able to continue to push this forward. I hope I give you guys some fucked up, crazy entertainment that nobody else is providing you guys. Nobody else is giving you crazy comics and movies and card games quite like this. Nobody's doing it quite like this. And I hope that the energy you guys get from this stuff feels the same to you as it feels to me when you guys tell me how much you like this stuff. Because it's like fucking heroin and crack to me. Like, this is my addiction. My addiction and my obsession is to create the stories of Strangeville just as fucking good as I fucking can. I give you guys 100% of my effort every fucking time. Josh Itsuo says, for the next campaign, a digital audio comic of one of the Nixon and Hogan graphic novels comic books. That would be cool, but it would be hard to do, man. That I've done audiobooks for these novels before, and it is a motherfucker to sit there and do those takes over and over and over again. But if you want to do it, we could even sit down and do, since Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics is only 17 pages, and it's only you, me, and it's Nixon, Hogan, and Kevin Strange. So literally, the two of us could sit here in my kitchen and fire up the recorder, and we could do in probably, I'd say probably 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, we could probably crank it out and do a whole audio reading of Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics. If you want to do that, if you're game, next time you're in town, you want to do that, we can fucking do it. It's going to be hard work, but we can do it. It'll be cool. It would be cool to do it. Durlock says, that would be fucking awesome. I would buy it right off. That's great, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to refresh this campaign over here, see how we're doing on our campaign, see if we have had any more backers in the last few minutes. We have not. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all the cool stuff we have coming up for this weekend and beyond. I can't wait to get started on the new merchandise. I've got some patches for that front of the hats that are being designed for me right now that are on the way. But this is all future stuff we don't need to talk about it until it's ready to go, because sometimes I get excited and get ahead of myself and announce something that doesn't end up coming to fruition, and then you guys hang me with it for 5 fucking years. I get asked questions about, well, what about this thing you said you were going to do? It's like, fuck. I shouldn't have announced it. I announced it too fast. But I'm pretty dedicated to doing this new merch line. So I'm happy to start on that when I get back from the convention this weekend, and then we'll be heading into our last week of the Cockhammer Lives campaign on Indiegogo, and then I start fulfillment, and I'm gonna have to send out dozens and dozens of fucking packages of all this merch out to you guys, and that's one of my most fun, like one of the most satisfying and gratifying parts of this process. Believe it or not, you would think it would be like drawing the pictures or writing the cool jokes or whatever, filming the movies. One of the most satisfying and gratifying parts of this whole thing for me is packaging all this stuff up and mailing it out to you guys, because that's the work. I'm actually working with my hands and actually doing hard labor for you guys. And every single one of those fucking packages that I stack up and put together, I am grateful for, because those, you guys, as I said, you guys keep this fucking going, and we got to build it bigger and bigger and bigger. I want to get us to the point that I have to use a fulfillment center to ship all this stuff to a fulfillment center for them to package up and send to you guys, because there's too many thousands of copies going out into the world for one person to be able to sit in their house and package together. That's where I want to get us, and I'm making a big fucking push towards that this year. We are going to take over the fucking underground. The independent world is ours for the taking, gang. The Strange Heads time is fucking now. It's our time to take over the underground. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this together. And I can't wait for you guys to be on this journey with me as we build this fucking crazy, perverted, mutant fucking entertainment company, build it bigger and stronger and more massive as time goes on. Josh Itsuo says, let's do it. So you guys actually watched me and old Josh Itsuo Montoya commit to doing an audio version of an audio reading of Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics. So look for that. Look for that in the future, motherfuckers. All right, I'm fucking tuckered out. I got to get ready to go to work. I got one more night of work, and then I got to pack all this stuff into the car tomorrow, do all my logistics, make sure the hotel's all handled and taken care of. I've actually got the car I'm driving to Chicago is in the fucking shop, and my mechanic hasn't called me all week, and he still hasn't called me. I don't know if this, I've got to have that car by fucking Friday morning to drive up to the show, and he knows it. So he's pushing us to the last day here. I just had to get an oil change and fucking the bearings on the front passenger side tire are starting to grind, and that would be fucking terrible to drive all the way to Chicago here and the whole way up there. So hopefully he fucking gets all that done in time for me to drive up to the show. Otherwise I'm going to be listening to all the way up there. Thomas says it's a beautiful world for sure. Fuck yeah, Strangeville is it's my life's work, man. This is everything to me. This is my children. This is my passion. This is my career. It's literally my life. I've devoted my life to telling these stories, as silly as that is, because I know they're silly stories. They're ridiculous, silly looking little fucking, no budget movies and amateurly drawn, comic books and shit like that. But this is fucking underground, man. This is us. This is pure, unfiltered Strangeville. Like, nobody gets to tell us how to tell these stories. Nobody can censor us. Nobody can tell us that's too offensive. You can't say that. None of the Karen scolds in the world can do anything to us, because it's you and it's me, and there's nobody in between. There's no company in between that can tell us we can't do this. This exists. This fucking world exists for you, and for me, and that's it. And nobody can fucking tell us no. Nobody can fucking stop us. And there's power in that. There's power in being able to produce and consume art that unfiltered. Man, I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm addicted to it. But for now, I've got to bid you guys farewell. I got to get ready for work and then get this car situation figured out. And then I got to boogie up to Chicago and do Days of the Dead, April 9th, 10th, and 11th at the Crown Plaza in Chicago, Illinois. It's Rosemont is the little town outside of Chicago where it's taking place in. And I can't fucking wait to see everybody there. I'm actually going to post this in the Days of the Dead Chicago group so that people can maybe get a chance to watch this video and see everything that is going to be available for them there this weekend. So thanks for hanging out, gang. Josh Itzuo, you're the motherfucking man. And we're going to do some fucking audio recording of this fucking comic. And Durlock, thank you so much for your for backing Cockhammer Lives, the graphic novel today. Thomas, thank you for showing up and hanging out. And for everybody else that's looky-looing and looking and watching and not jumping in the comments, I love you too. Strangeville is for you as well. Hit that fucking like button, share this out, drop a comment in after the video's done if you want to. It all helps. It all helps grow the crazy Strangeville universe. So until next time, gang, I'm Kevin Strange in Strangeville. I'm out of this.